Good evening, everybody. Penny Stock Whispers here, doing a stock chart video analysis of MEDT, the Media Technics Corporation. Last trading day was February 20th. It was a Thursday. We saw a previous close of 0.0013, and we closed up last at 0.0019. Also was the high of the day, and we saw a total gain of 46.15% on a volume of 70,249,672 shares. It was a really good day for MEDT. We saw a lot of fantastic movement today, and I think we could see this really start to move up towards the multi-penny range. All of our indicators are starting to look really good, and I wanted to go over them with you. So we're going to start with our 14-day RSI. It's at 68.93. It's coming down it's coming up after it bounced down to that 50 there, right near it. We are climbing backwards up from that. This has happened a couple times in the past. I really like that we've been trading between that 50 and 80 for some time like this. This is really like the prime place to be. Trading within that range is just a fantastic thing to see. It's showing a lot of strength and support for this stock. So it's acting really nice to our candlesticks further down here, which are looking really good here. You can see that we've been having these this really strong uptrend here. Our 12-day EMA, that pink line there, has been acting as our support. It might have been a little bit better to use the 13-day EMA, but this is the one I got up, and I think it still acts pretty relevantly here. We did start our day at that line and close up above the Bollinger Band, which is a strong bullish trend, or bullish indicator. Our parabolic SARs in yellow dots right here has also been underneath our candlesticks, which is again bullish. For several months now, since the beginning of the year, the stock has really just started to start to move a lot. The interest has been really there. Volume has been increased dramatically at the beginning of this year, and it continues to act well. We continue to see some accumulation. We did see some people get rid of some shares right around this area, but ever since then the accumulation has been moving upwards again. We can get to that here in a few minutes. It's at the bottom of the chart, but I also want to take notice of this 50-day moving average crossing over the 200-day moving average. That's the blue line crossing over the red line. That's a really strong bullish indicator there. That's one of those mythical crossovers that everyone always keeps an eye out for. That's a really big deal, and as you can see, it's been acting very positively upon the candlesticks here. So price continuing to move up here. It's just a really nice looking trend, and I expect this to move on for quite some time based off of the other indicators as well. The MACD line is very strong, bounced off of its signal line earlier today, and that's always a good sign to see too. It's at 0002 and continuing to climb up. Histogram's looking good. The 15-day tricks here is a little bit more relevant than the 30-day tricks presently, as the 30-day tricks is still significantly above its signal line and continuing to move upwards. It's a good sign to see, but the tricks line here is also very fantastic. You can see that it came down and nearly touched its signal line right at the bottom of this right on the bottom of this dip here before it started moving up again, which has brought on all of these gains right here. So seeing that happen again here, which just happened today, we came down and touched that signal line, really hoping for a bounce off of that here. That would be just another fantastic thing to see that would help push this even further upwards into that multi-penny range. It's entirely likely, in my opinion. Everything is looking really good to gear up towards that movement. So keep your eyes on the tricks, take a look at it for yourselves. The slow stochastic's looking good, crossed over the signal line as well as the 50 line. It's at 56.41 and moving up. Also in the great place to trade right now, it's in the 80 and 50 region. It's actually continuing to move up there. Our lows have been getting higher and higher, which is a good definition of an uptrend here. So we can see that this is moving upwards as well, gaining some strength. CCI also looking good at 152.28 and still climbing upwards. That's a really strong bullish region as well. The stochastic RSI, this little volatile chart here, is at 0.848. The moving average is at 0.5, which is a good thing to see. We are moving upwards towards that 0.5 there. Crossing over that's going to be an incredibly strong bullish indicator as well. Lots of investors look for that as well. So the check and money flow here, I like this one. We can see that we've been trading pretty poorly for a while now with all that downward movement that we saw at the beginning of the year, the increased volume. There was a little bit of dilution going on there, but ever since recently, it's been moving upwards here. You can see it's been gaining strength. The market's been clearing up. The CMF is just really building that strength there. Crossing over into that green is a huge step for this company, and I think that's really going to help propel it forwards as well. So moving on down to the 14-day ADX, I like this a lot. Our positive DI is significantly above our negative DI here, telling us that we're in a very strong uptrend, as well as the ADX line itself being at 40.83, letting us know that this is an incredibly relevant chart right now. So we keep your eyes on this one as well. I like that. The PVO looking good at 7.34, moving up to cross over its signal line. The money flow index is at 81.78, good place. It's above that 80, so I like to see this really start to move bullishly off of this. This is a nice strong bullish movement as well. I'd also like to point out that everything on this chart has just been moving upwards so nicely, nice and steady. All the indicators gaining some strength here and just reaching those higher lows. So keep your eyes on those. Accumulation distribution, like I said, right when at the beginning of the year when we saw that decline in our price, you can see that that big movement up followed by the decline down. We saw some loss of some shares here, but ever since then we've had some renewed interest and more accumulation's been picking on, especially over the last couple days here. You can see that it's been really moving upwards here. So getting accumulation at this price is really telling me that it is really building up to propel itself forward and upwards into higher price brackets. So MEDT is really starting to look nice. One more thing, the on-balance volume here is also looking very strong, so keep your eyes on that one too. MEDT looking fantastic. All the indicators looking really bullish, and our candlesticks continuing to move up, reaching those higher lows, and followed by some fantastic support on that 13-day, 12-day moving average, as well as closing above the Bollinger Band is a good bullish indicator as well. So if you have any questions or comments or want to talk about this stock, please do so in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already signed up for our newsletter, you can do that at www.pennystockwhispers.com. We're going to be sending out some more information on MEDT, so you don't want to miss that. And if you're on the go, you can grab our Android app, Penny Stock Whispers, as well. It's easy to install. Just add it to your phone, and you can get all this information on the go as well. So thank you guys for watching, and best of luck in the markets tomorrow.